Hello everyone, I'm your host Akuma, and welcome back to another episode of Oblivion. Last time... I don't remember. Just give me a second, I don't remember. Actually, I'm going to have to start this entire thing over. I don't remember what I did last time. Hello everyone, I'm your host Akuma, and welcome back to another episode of Oblivion. Last time, we went through the marketplace in the Imperial City, and got to learn about Thoronir and the problems he was causing and the problems he ended up having. Today, we are leaving the Imperial City, going out to do some quests that are not in any city for the first time. And I already have something in mind for this. I'm going to go after an item that, even though I am low leveled, doesn't really matter. Because this item is a non-leveled reward that you can get for a particular quest. And I figured, as long as we're going to get quest rewards over and over again, let's get something that doesn't matter what level you're at, whether you're level 1 or 25. This one's just going to be the same no matter what, so I figured this would be good to do early on. Get a little bit of experience, get maybe a level up or two, and, well, maybe not 2 levels up, so that'd be completely ridiculous, but yeah, we're going to do a quest that has a non-leveled reward and ridiculously leveled enemies. I will get to that in a little while. We're coming over to Way, a very strange place. There are only 2 buildings here, and yet whenever you get close to this inn over here, you find the inn. For some reason, the inn is its own location, and this village is its only location, even though that is the only other house here. You, sir.
You know, stranger, there comes a time in every man's life when he has to admit that he's lost the fight. Well, I've fought, and I've lost. Who did I lose to? Who is my great enemy? Oh, don't laugh. It's a bunch of damn fish.
I'm really tempted to laugh, but we all know that Slaughterfish are devils in the Elder Scrolls games. So how can I help?
Go on and Wait. Help? Oh, well then. I'm a fisherman. Or at least I was. Until one of those Slaughterfish damn near took my leg off. I was collecting their scales, see? I had a contract with this young alchemist. You wouldn't believe what he was paying for those scales. Then, last month, one of the bastards got a hold of my leg. Took me right out of the business. But this alchemist, he needs the scales right away.
So, about those scales.
The alchemist was paying so much for the scales that I'm close to having enough saved so that I can retire. But now, I can't get out there to the lake. Not with this leg. I only needed 12 more scales. Can you believe it? I was so close. I've picked up a few things in my travel. If you head out there and bring me back the 12 scales that I need, I can make it worth your time. Help an old fisherman out, won't you?
I can absolutely do that. Quest added. Card games. Alright. So, I'm just going around stealing this guy's extra livelihood. So today, we are going to be fishing. I should probably make sure that's my active quest. There we go. Oh, it's this direction. Good thing I checked. So there are some fish out here in the lake, and you kind of need your marker to find them, otherwise they're a bit of a pain. I tried this one time, a long time ago, just trying to find the fish on my own, and they were really difficult to find without the quest marker. I don't know why they're so spaced out. If you wanted to play the game without your compass on, I mean, it's possible, but very unlikely. Okay, where's this guy? Give me a little bit of a view if you can, please. I don't see anything. Oop. Does he see me? He doesn't see me, but I can clearly see him. Should be about right here. Ooh! We're fine! We're fine. So, these Slaughterfish are leveled enemies that scale with you. We are 1 level above, or at least 1 level above what their lowest spawn is. And perfect. Ooh, we had a lockpick. Also about 20 lockpicks off screen. So this might be a little bit difficult because that single one did a whole lot of damage to me. I think if you remember, as soon as we exited the sewers, I did a fist fight against a Slaughterfish to level up my hand-to-hand abilities, and it was super easy. This time, I can barely manage it with a sword. Yeah, even the lowest level room air Slaughterfish is, I don't want to pick that up yet, is pretty powerful. Way more than the normal variant that usually spawns in. These ones all have a weakness to shock, whereas the other Slaughterfish do not, so you could probably take advantage of that a bit. But I don't have any shock spells. I was thinking of getting some before this episode started so I could be a little bit more prepared. I never did, because I was busy with some other stuff, so I'll have a whole bunch of equipment and whatnot. But yeah, these Slaughterfish at the highest level can have 200 health. I believe that the normal Slaughterfish has about 13 health, and the weakest room air Slaughterfish has 25. So comparatively, yeah, you kind of want to do this quest early because the higher level ones... Whoops! I think I just drowned. I just drowned. Great job. Okay, let's try this again. This time, preferably keeping my head above water. I don't quite remember what I was saying before. Oh yes, the room air Slaughterfish. Tough enemy, more overpowered than they really should be, but you know, decent money, I guess, if you like doing a quest. Alright, let's not let him drain my health this time, even though the first one that I just fought again very nearly killed me. For some reason, he wants to stay below me, which I guess is fine, because he can't hit me down there. Where'd he go? There you are. Come on, come on. Really bloody. Have you ever seen a fish this bloody that wasn't already dead? Just keep swimming down, and I guess that's fine with me. Oh good, finally got him. Yeah, these things are really freaking tough. The next one Next one can't make up its mind where it is. Oh shoot, I'm swimming right toward him. Okay, well I need to get my health back before I can fight this guy. So, while we're out here, I wanted to talk about the release schedule for this series because I thought it would be kind of obvious and I never brought it up before, but apparently I should have said something. So here's my plan for the Oblivion schedule. It's going to be sort of like the Morrowind schedule where it releases on weekends. The thing is, I started this series and I expected that it would be really simple and easy. I could probably get it done really quick now that I had someone else to help me out with editing. However, it hasn't quite turned out that way. And my brother-in-law is the one who's editing it. Michael, he is, and I brought him up once before. The thing is, when I started editing, he didn't have quite the hours that he does now. And he recently got a new job, which is much better for him in every regard. And I am paying him for his work. I'll just throw that out there. I don't want to be any more specific than that. While I am paying him for the work that he has done on this series, sort of help to motivate him and give him reason, and I'm not like just taking advantage of his generosity. I am also just editing these, or recording and uploading them. I give them to him, and he gives me back the finished file. I look it over and all that good stuff. So he now has a better job that's allowing him to have a better income. The thing is, he now works a whole lot more, and we don't have a whole lot of time to get together, pass off files, and whatnot. Sometimes we get the opportunity in the middle of the week, but for the most part... Why is this pointing me over? Okay. But for the most part, it's just going to be whenever we can meet up and get together, that's when things are going to happen. So I'm trying to record things whenever I get the chance to, between all the other recording stuff and everything else that life has. Oh dang, he's almost inside the rock. I wonder if I could fight him on top. So I kind of have to balance out everything as far as recording time. He's kind of popping up there. And my marker is trying to point me somewhere else now. I don't get it. I hit something. So it's not so much that I'm having difficulty coming up with what to record, because I leave that entirely up to the comments, and I had plans for this particular quest all the way back at the end of episode 2. In fact, actually before episode 1 even started. This was one of the quests that I was considering doing if I had the time in the first couple. So what usually happens is I record 2 episodes. That's my main goal whenever I sit down to record something. It's going to be, alright, 2 are going to come out, and they're going to release on a Saturday and a Sunday. Now, if for some reason I'm in the middle of something, and I don't want to have like a 2-hour episode or something like that, then I might break it up a little bit. I might do that whenever we get around to doing Oblivion gates, because those things can take a long time. If I end an episode stuck inside one, I'll probably go ahead and record a 3rd episode if I feel like it. But for the most part, it's just going to be 2 recordings, 2 uploads, done. There's an extra one, then there's just an extra one, and that's how it happened to turn out. There you are, kind of close to the shore, thank goodness. So that's what's been happening as far as the 4 release schedule and the... Ow. As far as the 4 release schedule and the upload and recording times. So I'm perfectly fine to record multiple episodes of Oblivion. This is absolutely possible. Whoa, shoot, I'm almost dead. I'm actually going to have to drink a potion. I was not paying attention to that. Ooh, good gracious me. I don't want to use a potion while I'm up on dry land without any danger around it. Just be a waste. So I am looking forward to making more episodes, doing more of this stuff. It's just, we have a collaboration problem as far as time schedules that we didn't really see coming. And as soon as we can get around that a little bit better, manage our time, whatever it takes, maybe we can't do it, I don't know. I really hope we can. But it's just going to be a matter of, we got things to do here and there that's outside of this series, and we need to try to work around them. We're getting better. I think that these episodes are gonna... This episode and the previous one came out a lot sooner than the other ones did, and I'm very happy for that. But it's not so much a matter of writer's block or something like that. It's just, I'm really trying to get these out as often as possible because I know it's going to be a long series. I do not want Oblivion to run 5 freaking years. It's just going to be trying to get them out as fast as possible. I know that there are people out there who are really looking forward to the next one coming out, and I am too, I can promise you that much, but I just can't pour them out on a consistent basis like you guys want me to, and I want to, and even Michael wants me to now. He's very invested in this. I don't think he's seen a whole lot of Oblivion from what I can tell. I could be wrong. I at least had him play up to a certain point in the game that I'm really looking forward to showing you guys. But just a little part with my own interpretation. It's not like a super part in the series where everybody goes, this is one of the best parts in the game, and I'm like, okay, but this is my favorite part for completely unrelated reasons that are entirely stupid, and I get a good laugh out of it, and I really want to show you guys that part eventually too. So, let's see. Is it taking me to a new one? How far away is this one taking me? Not too far, okay. So we're all looking forward to more episodes coming out, and I do want to get them out very quickly. Like, I can absolutely promise you that. This is something that I really, really, really want to do. I didn't just want to start the series and then decide, like, after the first few episodes, nah, this isn't good enough for me. I think that we're just going to move on from here. No, it's going to be a full series. I'm going to try my very best to get the entire thing done. But at the same time, this is also an aside of the other series that I'm currently doing and other series that I will continue to do. So just bear with me as we try to add a second series in for the first time in probably a year or two. It's somewhat inconsistent, and I know that the normal weekday uploads have been kind of inconsistent as well recently. But I can at least say that I want to do two series once again. I kind of fell back for a long time, and I'm not happy that I had to, but I knew that I should for multiple reasons I don't want to get into in this video, which I have done in another video, so it would just be redundant anyway. Come on, I can see you there. So, really want to do this, not just for the reason that I want to play Oblivion and I want to do sort of the Morrowind sequel series. Oh, yay! I can do power attacks. I can't reach you. Hold on, I'll get to you in just a second. I'd really like to, if ever possible, not anytime soon, but I'd love to be able to go back and do 3 different series on the channel and have a consistent upload schedule, once again, uploading every single day. That would be the best thing for me, because I really do love making videos. It's very entertaining for me, and other people get to be entertained by it as well. But it's just not feasible at the moment. Maybe in like a decade or something, if YouTube ever gets to be my full-time job, assuming that YouTube is still going to be around at that point, considering how things have been lately. I could probably try to make YouTube a full-time thing, But for now, it's just not a thing that's likely to happen. So right now, YouTube is just a hobby. It's not going to be a thing like... Wait, what happened to my... I did a power attack, and my sword disappeared. Oh, did I? I broke my blade! Well, that's nice. Let's see, this one does frost damage and absorb stuff. This one drains. Alright, let's get some extra damage in here since we're going up against a freaking fish. Oh, now he's finally starting to attack me. And he died instantly because... Okay! Well, maybe I can get my blunt skills up a little bit higher soon, too, now that I'm using this instead. This is the fun of playing as Russ. So maybe sometime soon I can get... Well, I can hope for soon. It will not be soon, but hopefully at some point in the foreseeable future, I can get back to doing multiple series all at once. Sort of a look forward to it kind of deal for everybody else who's watching and for me who's creating. Let's see. Next one's going to be over there. Okay. It's just not likely anytime soon, which I'm not happy to admit whenever the topic comes up. But it's still a thing that is going to be, yeah, I can't do that right now. Not without some serious and concerning complications. Yeah, these fish are really spread out. How could you find them all without the quest marker? Looks like some semi-rare stuff. I know that a couple of these things can be found in the city, in the canals, but it's rare to see them growing outside in the wild like this. So that's what the schedule plan currently is for now. If the weekend comes and goes and nothing got uploaded, just assume that it wasn't ready yet. I can pretty much guarantee that every weekend I have something already recorded and it's being edited. It's just not come out yet. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty nice for the gold. Okay, next. Next. Don't bother me. Yeah, there we go. And they're doing suddenly less damage too, I think. Is it because I'm killing them faster? I mean, if you kill something instantly, it's going to do no damage to you, so that's probably kind of sort of related. Suddenly these guys are doing a whole lot less damage. Did my armor skill go up at some point and I didn't notice it? Good grief, they die fast now. I had all my gear repaired right before this episode started, too, so it's not like I went into this episode only halfway prepared. I did not know there was a partially underwater section over here. That's really cool. Maybe I'll go mark that on my map before I leave this area. Man, he is really far over here, ain't he? Oh, just passed him. Hi there. Where are you? Go ahead and do that once. You know, when you bring the right weapon for a job, things get much, much easier. Okay, we've got 12 Slaughterfish scales. I thought there was only one on each of them. Did I kill 12? Did I kill 12 fish? I know he wanted 12 scales, but I thought they each only gave me one, and I didn't think that there would be more than 10. Some part about this quest is being remembered incorrectly, but not sure which part, because I haven't really been paying attention. I've just been talking the entire time. But I think that should clear up any of the schedule concerns that people have been wondering about that I never did bring up when the series started. Now, if there are any questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments. If there's a lot of them, I might save them for next episode. And if there's like one or two, then no big deal. I'll just wait it out and address it in another video at some point. Alright, come here, you.
I don't know what I'll do if you don't get those scales for me. I've saved so much for my retirement, but it's just not enough. By the 9, you've got the scales! Thank you. Let it never be said that there are no kind souls in this world. I'll give you this ring in trade. I have no use for it anymore, but I imagine that they would be very valuable to someone like you. Thank you, stranger. You've shown me kindness, and I will think of you in the long, comfortable days ahead.
12 removed, and we get the Jewel of the Rumere. That's how I'm going to choose to pronounce it. Jewel of the Rumere is a water-breathing and fortify athletics ring. Really helpful. The athletics never changes according to your level, as I've said before, and water-breathing is, of course, going to be the same no matter what. Probably would have been nice to have this ring before we jumped in the water and drowned earlier. But we have it now, so no big deal. Another thing that I'd like to bring up before this episode is over, because we're not too far into this one compared to the other videos that we've released. I've got a lot of DLC for Oblivion. I'm pretty sure I've got all of it. And there is something that I have sort of ignored that I don't know when to bring up, so I'm going to do it now. We have access to a lot of special homes of a sort. This one is for Frostcrag Spire, which is a sort of wizard's tower for wizard playing characters, I believe. I also have other stuff that's suddenly not in here. That's kind of weird. Okay. I'm going to go over here and look at it this way. Let's see. Collector, Door, Frostcrag Spire. Yeah, here we go. Frostcrag Spire is the mage's special place. Deep Scorn Hollow, I believe, is a evil character type of place. Dunbarrow Cave, I'm pretty sure, is for the thieving sort, if you want to have your own sort of special thief house. And I think that's all. There is also Battlehorn Castle, but that's sort of a quest in itself, and that's for fighting characters. I don't think that there's a particular house for good aligned characters that you're trying to play as. And Rust doesn't really have a cemented personality quite yet, other than Hayden Repair Hammers. So we could eventually use these at some point. I'm just not sure which one to use and or when. I know that we have been doing some thief work before. Did you just close that door and try to rock through it? Absolute fail. I know that we have been doing some thieving work and kind of, sort of, could go to the thief spot a little bit more appropriately. But it's just something we've been doing. We haven't really cemented ourselves as the thieving sort. So I don't know if that would be quite appropriate yet.
Speak.
It's also worth mentioning that we don't... Hi there. It's also worth mentioning that we don't have to choose just one and only the one, and that's the only one we'll ever use. We could end up doing all of them. I wouldn't mind. It's just, which one do we choose now? Because we do have to furnish those things, and they cost a bit of money. So I figured I'd just bring it up now, and you guys can like think it over and make your case over the next few episodes or whatever. I just don't want you to do one yet. But if you have any ideas about which one would be most appropriate and at what times, let me know, and I'll consider it as time goes on. Narusa.
Welcome to the Walnut Inn. Could I interest you in a room or perhaps a bit of wine?
What's this about wine?
Yes, actually, I'm quite fond of collecting all manners of wines from all over Tamriel. But one vintage continues to elude me. Shadow Banish wine. How I'd love to add it to my collection. Say, that gives me an idea. You look like the adventuring type. If you can retrieve 6 bottles of Shadow Banish wine, I'll gladly pay you well. All I know about them is that they're found in the many fort ruins scattered all over Cyrodiil.
What can you tell me about Shadow Banish wine?
Well, apparently the wine is so rare because it was only made in one tiny batch. It's the product of an alchemist who was also a vintner. Besides tasting incredible, the magic within the wine allows the imbiber to be gifted with Night Eye. The vintner made it special for the Legion soldiers posted at the forts when they were active long ago. It was perfect for keeping lookouts warm on cold nights and helping them see better in the dark. Clever, eh?
I mean, aside from the fact that it's wine and you're getting them drunk while they're on top of a lookout tower. Other than that, it sounds like a good idea.
Watch for minotaurs in the forests. Aggressive beasts. They'll tear right through your armor, too.
Well, thankfully, we don't have to worry about those until we're a much higher level.
Keep looking for that wine. Farewell.
I just figured I'd get this quest started off so that we can maybe look around for it if we ever get the chance. Nothing unique. But I just kind of wanted to come down here and start this quest up as soon as I remembered that it was actually a thing. Doesn't look like there's anybody else in here. Just a place for soldiers to come hang out. Hi there, you look normal.
Hey, you. You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
I don't know this guy.
Only quality goods for sale
Battle
here.
Axe of
What can I
Diminishing,
interest
Drain
you in?
Endurance. I guess that's kind of strong. And it's actually within our price range too, just not something I want right now. High Rock Helmet, Fortify Magica. That's kind of nice, although I have a steel helmet now. So, not a big deal. Also, I only really use up my magic when I'm healing myself, so not that big a deal. Light Armor Vest, which is clothing that fortifies light armor. I can't really wear all light armor except for my chest where I'm just wearing a vest, so I'm
Walk
going to let
always
that one
in the
go.
shadow of Sithis. You need
Beefy
some
dude. Also, training?
knowledge is power.
Yeah, we can get a little bit of sneak training.
Walk
don't see why
always
not.
in the shadow of Sithis.
Okay, I think that with that, it's going to be the end of today's episode. I know it wasn't very long, and I'm not too bothered by that. This is about the length that I try to aim for when I'm making videos, but at the same time, I'm limited by whenever the quest is about to end, and it's like, well, can't stop here, gotta keep going. So I'm just going to call it the end here. There's a lot of stuff I talked about today that you probably want to discuss. Ask questions in the comments if you have any. But I think we're going to be done for now. Thanks again for joining me, everyone, and I will see you next time on another episode of Oblivion, when I don't know what we're doing. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll be following your suggestions next time. See you then, and as always, take care.